Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's matchup between KAPS Core and TUFTS. We're doing things a little bit different today, so we're gonna be hopping into a pick and ban phase, and this is a little bit new, so we we're gonna see how it goes. But starting us off, we have an Akali band coming out of the blue side. I really like this band. It's a really good target band towards the mid
You
laner.
hate Akali.
I hate Akali with a passion, but that's neither here nor there. But Akali is a target ban to the mid laner of Tough Seas. This LeBlanc, uh, it seems like it's another pretty big target ban towards Alex. For the
Man's
side of
rolling
Cat.
out quick here.
Yeah, they are rolling out a little quick. But this Jin ban, I like this Jin ban. Jin is in a very strong position right now. Um, and I think that's just an all around good ban. But followed out by the Udyr and an Amumu ban. And the final band that we're going to see here is going to be the Syndra. I think Syndra is a phenomenal band. Jin and Syndra are in such a strong position right now that these are just like must be bands across all elos. They're just that strong for literally everybody.
I like the Amumu band too. He's pretty strong AP wise, in addition to the obvious crown control. He's been strong for a couple patches now.
Yeah, he is, especially with that uh the the Sunfire or the Leandry's first build into a Abyssal
Yep,
Mask.
yep, yep,
But
yep,
uh
yep, yep.
But we're seeing a first pick Darius out of Caps Core. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a interesting pick. Darius is one of those, even though it might be a comfort pick for this top laner of Caps Core, I feel like that can really hinder the top lane. But at a tough seas, we see a first pick Jinx with a Scion coming in for the top lane. So they are going to answer this Darius with a Scion. Um, but I want to bring to note that the top laner for Tough Seas plays a lot of Scion. He's extremely comfortable on the Scion. So I'm curious to see how this matchup's going to go.
With this Kaisa into the Jinx, it could really go either way on that. I'm really interested to see what the support picks are going to be on this paired bot lane. I think that's probably gonna make or break the matchup. We see the Blitzcrank. He showed Blitzcrank. He's not locking it in. Alistair.
Yeah, I
They
think
do
both are
they do
good.
need an engage to go well with that Darius. So if we don't engage out of the we're gonna have to pick an for the jungle Nautilus through. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I like that. I like the Nautilus and Kaiser duo. It's a very strong duo. Nautilus landing any type of Q or his passive root automatically gives two procs onto this Kaiser passive. So it can really be a very strong 2v2 lane with that. But on the side of Tuftsies, they answered with the Braum, but they were hovering the Morgana. Um,
What's better?
I do like the Morgana. I mean, I'm sorry, I do like the Braum. I like the Braum in this because the Braum passive is just exceptionally strong. Um, just at all stages of the game. But we have a Vex coming out for the second round of bans. Vex coming out for Tough Seas, followed by the Viego for Caps Core. I like I really like both of these bands because both of the mid laners play Vex and both of the junglers play Viego. And so
Viego's so strong right now.
Viego is just one of those disgustingly good champs if you really know how to pilot him correctly.
Lulia.
This Okay, so they do ban out the Lilia. I like that because the jungle out of Tough Seas, I'm not gonna say he's a Lilia main, but he definitely has an exceptional amount of games on the Lilia. So I think that was a very smart target ban.
They are gonna need an kind of like an AoE control type of mage here. So Brand is not bad. They do lock in Vi though. Vi probably to get to the Kaisa, you think?
Yeah, so I'm liking what I see here. So Tough Seas right now is picking a pretty standard like engage or front to back team comp.
Seems
Um,
like a protect the Jinx kind of team comp a little bit.
yeah, it's a protect the AD carry or just the carries in general. Depending on what comes out from the mid laner. But I do like the front to back team comp that we're seeing out of both sides. But we do see the Skarner coming out for Caps Core. Uh, what is this? Tyler One Jr. He plays a lot of Skarner. So this is a very good comfort pick, and I like seeing what I like I like what I'm seeing. Both teams are picking comfort for their very first game in the series.
Okay, filling each other out on their respective mains. We got Ari coming out of Cap's core.
I
It's a
like
nice in and out, you know, basic a well balanced mage for the mid lane pick here. I really want to see what they come back with on the side of Tough C. What do you think?
uh it's kind of hard to say, but an Ari has a high mobility. Azir, all right,
Zir,
so
wow.
Tuftsies really picked out a very good front to back team comp. I really like what I'm seeing here. And Caps Core, they have a front to back team comp, but they also have a flank and disruption of a team comp. So like the Skarner can really make someone get out of position. Um, the Ari with the charm being able to like pull somebody out of position for these Nautilus hooks. And I really like what I'm seeing on this. But
I wonder if these Darius and Sion top picks are going to be on their own island or if they're going to be a major force in the team fights. We really, I'm excited for this game.
yeah, I'm really excited too. And I like what we're seeing here. But going ahead, loading into the game. Um, I'm really excited to see what both teams are going to bring to the table. They a well-rounded draft for both sides, um, and I'm excited. We see Tuftsies group
Are they
against
going to invade
five.
here?
Maybe they're looking for a counter invade, but let's be honest here. Braum has a very strong level
Super
one
strong level one. With the Jinx?
with the
Oh, come
Jinx,
on.
with the Scion, with the Azir, everybody. Just landing those auto attacks for the Braum passive can absolutely annihilate any team comp in the level one. So like they they have a phenomenal team comp here.
This is interesting. Well, Nautilus is going to catch them.
Yeah, this is interesting. But we had a nice um five man
Is he going to TP back to lane?
oh, he's gonna have to, right?
This is some cheese ass shit right here.
So they're really looking for a level one cheese, but this could hinder him if he has to use since he's gonna have to use his TP to get to the top sign,
Gonna
uh,
have to, no choice.
so that he doesn't miss out on any of the wave. Um, so I'm curious to see what's gonna happen here. All right,
Here we go.
a nice long Q, a
Ooh.
double man knock up, go into a nice Braum
Got the
stun.
passive.
The exhaust comes out
Flash
from the
coming out.
Braum immediately, and the first blood's gonna go over to the Jinx. So it ended up
That's
working out.
perfect.
It ended up working out, and he TPs to the top lane.
Does he
Um,
actually miss any wave though?
uh,
Wonder.
he missed
Yeah,
all
he does.
three.
He
He missed
misses
all
out on the
three.
first three melees. Okay, he's gonna have to concede that lane to the Darius in that case.
Yeah,
At least for
so
a little.
no. You're right. I mean, it's not even so much about just conceding it. He just missed out on three minions of XP. Maybe not even so much
Yes.
of the gold, but the XP is going to play a huge role
Exactly. Yep.
in this lane. And now that he doesn't have TP, so if Darius can force him out of lane, that's going to be really devastating for the Scion.
Is it worth though for the early gold on the Jinx?
This is a good question. I guess we're gonna have to wait to find out.
Yeah, their two main carries. I'm assuming they're gonna be completely catering their gameplay style revolving around Azir and the Jinx, and we already got a head start on the Jinx, so we're gonna have to see.
Yeah. So what I want to see out of this mid lane is not so much of anything crazy. I really just want to see them farm it out to level 9, so that they can push their waves, and specifically out of the Ari. at level 9, for those of you who don't know, at level 9 with a maxed out Q on the Aura, you can completely one-shot the caster minions in the back. So being able to keep a fully pushed lane and then looking for roams and helping out his jungle, this is what I want to see out of Alex.
Taking a little bit of chip trade there from the RQ, Mr. Azir. And
Pretty,
we're looking at a Darius roam here coming from the top to mid. He's shoving those 3 waves in, and he's ganking the Azir. We can't really see what's going on the screen, but it looks like Azir actually flashed.
no, Azir did not flash. I'm assuming he has Shreem was shuffled
Oh,
out.
he must have, yeah, he must have shuffled out. Yeah, he did not flash. It's still up.
Yeah, unfortunately, it did not pan over to for us. Um, it's unfortunate, but he didn't have to burn any summoners. He's farming very well against this Ari, and I actually really like. Hold on, oh, that was a nice interrupt on that Q charge. He's still able to get it off, but see this bleed coming out. They both pop ghosts, and Darius is gonna try to run down this Scion. Now, mind you, he has all 5 procs on this Scion, but will the bleed be enough? And the bleed is enough. He's able to get the solo bolo on the Scion.
Wow. He actually would have won the 1v2 as well, since the passive was completely up. Once Darius's passive is completely up like that, his next ability or auto attack on any other champion will apply the same amount of stacks.
Oh, that's crazy. I actually didn't know that. I thought it was only after the ultimate. If he had 6 stacks on the ultimate, that it got reapplied.
Nope, he doesn't need level 6, just all passive stacks. And we got the hook landing on the Jinx. Looking like a long form trade here. All damage going on to Braum, as he has the stand behind me shield up, absorbing that damage exactly as intended.
Yeah, I really like how these supports are really playing this 2v2 matchup. They're putting their life bars on the line here, giving the or risking their health for these trades. The AD carries really being able to just farm it out and do what they need to do. But mind you, they both haven't backed yet, and Jinx did get first blood and is up almost 10 CS. So this is looking like a really nice BF sword, because I don't think Jinx builds um, the collector anymore.
I'm not sure what Jinx builds these days.
But this Darius, gonna
It's a whole new season. We got 2 lethal tempos back
yes,
on Azir, on one of the greatest abusers.
yes.
2 of the greatest abusers.
Actually, I'm glad that you brought that up. The Kaiser opted into press the attack. So with that being said, he has the dueling potential in these 2v2s. But I think the lethal tempo would have been smarter for these team fight potential, or for these team fight that will happen,
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's going to be a lot of front to back, and there's
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
opportunities where he can really stack up a lethal tempo on the front line of TUFTS, and then be able to killer instinct to the back and really annihilate the back line. But press the attack brings its own
Benefits.
benefits to this team, or to this game specifically. So I'm curious to see what happens. But
They're gonna wanna have as much CC and burst damage on these 2 backline carries as possible.
yes, we see the flash coming out of the Nautilus. The stream of shuffle getting, but the hook's gonna land. Alex is looking. They're trying. There comes a Skarner. The flash comes out of both the Vi and the Azir, but the Vi looks like the Vi's gonna go down to this Ari. Alex
Any day now.
Alex was able to secure that, but the Azir had to burn his flash. But they were able to get 1-for-0 trade on that, and they're gonna not only secure all 3 grubs, they're also gonna be able to secure this very first dragon, which is gonna be an Ocean Dragon. And surprisingly, the very first dragon being Ocean Dragon goes a very long way in these early stages of the game. For any type of chip trade that might come out from TUFTS, they'll just be able to regenerate it if they just play a little passive.
Got this Darius zoning the Scion off of the wave, gonna crash the wave,
Hold
maybe
on,
possibly get a...
Vi looking on the backside, but that Skarner's gonna be able to get out.
Yeah, we see just Darius showing lane dominance since that first level, since that first kill.
Yeah, with a nice he's building up to a 20 CS lead at this point. And he has the ability to really pressure this wave right now and push it under because he saw the buy on the bot side.
Although Scion doesn't really need to be up in gold. Ooh, there's a nice cut away from that hook there by the Jinx. Scion doesn't really need to be up in gold early. He just needs to scale into the mid and late as he does with the minions dying around him.
Yes, yes, you are correct.
Doesn't
But
really need gold to be useful and do his job.
no, not at all. And the longer the game goes on, the better. But he ults.
Oh, he's gonna set up a proxy here.
Well, that looks exactly like what he's gonna do. He's gonna go ahead and proxy and then go ahead for a back. That's what it looks like because he
Does have to be
knows
careful here. Skarner is
Skarner is
recalled, but he does not know that, and he will be seeing him soon. Is he going to be able to get this recall off?
This is
I
gonna be very
don't
interesting.
think so.
No, he even stopped it. Gets stunned, pressed under the tower,
Wow.
then he gets suppressed
Wow, I'm
into.
so surprised that that stun extended that way.
Yeah, that was a very, very greedy back by that Scion. I understand what he was
Just
trying to do.
unfortunate timing.
But hold on, we see this Darius and that Ari's here. They Ari also over the wall.
not
A
good.
nice pull back, but that's gonna be a nice little kill going to the sides of KAPS core onto this Vi in his own jungle.
Yeah, second kill for the Ari early on here. And Ari and Darius are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Let's see how TUFTS handles.
Ooh, that was a nice
Ooh,
hook.
the hook
But
lands right around the corner to this Jinx, and everyone gets knocked up. Braum replies with his own, with a knockup of his own. It looks like everyone is split here. Which support will die first? I'm thinking that it's going to be Nautilus, but we got a Shurima Shuffle coming in from the back. What is this now? Braum is dead. Nautilus is still alive. We're trying to get a kill into this Jinx, and she is going to be able to get it. Is she going to be able to secure the second?
No, she does it.
Wow.
But that was a nice double kill coming over from the side of the Kaiser. While we have the opportunity, let's go ahead and take a look back at that. The hook came in and the chompers landed, but that Braum ult was really massive. But they just were focusing the wrong people. And until the hook came, but the killer instinct was enough to get away from the Azir ult. But then as soon as his Jink was excited, he popped his shield, but or his barrier but it wasn't enough, and he flashed over the wall because he didn't have vision. And but back into live, oh, we had a nice ult coming out of the Vi, and they're gonna jump onto Alex. Alex goes down. Now they turn their attention onto this Nautilus, and it just was an unfortunate fight in on the bot lane and in the mid lane coming back alive. But here we go. They're gonna look for that stun. The flash misses on the wall from this Skarner. Skarner trying to get through, but he's just not able to get it. A massive ult comes out, but it's not gonna do nothing because he goes down. Now the rest of TUFTS are gonna be able to turn their attention onto these grubs, and they're gonna be able to get 2 out of the 6.
Which is still good because it prevents the enemy team from spawning those little voidling grub things.
Yes. Actually, KAPS core will be able to have at least 1 because they only need 4 to have 1.
Is it 4 now? Because I thought that it was 5. I thought you needed 5 grubs in order to get the voidling spawn.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
but here we go. We got an engage on this called out Nautilus. Braum is gonna be able to block everything from this R. She misses the charm. Charm goes wide, and she is stunned now. But Jinx is all tied up by this Nautilus, knocked up and dead now.
Yeah, that was a beautiful beautiful disengage by the Nautilus. He was able to just really kind of create the space for this Ahri. Ahri did the best that he could, doing as much damage as he could, and it was just a clean kill coming out from the side of KAPS core. Ooh, a nice pull, trying to keep him out from under the tower. Not too much gonna come out of it, but the longer this matchup goes for the Scion, the better, because it's gonna be a lot harder to kill him the longer this game goes on.
We got dragon spawning here. Braum is recalling. I wonder if they're gonna try to rush this one out. I don't know if they see Braum recalling here, but they're going to in a second. Well, they're not gonna see him. They have the minions pressed under the tower. They're beginning to set it up here. Everyone sees each other hovering.
But
They
no,
look
but
a
see,
little nervous to
hold
start,
on.
but
Azir's sitting
Azir's
on
getting
he's
caught out.
sitting on a ward. Now he's gonna get hooked. He gets pulled
wow.
back, and that's gonna be a kill going on the side of KAPS core. He was sitting on a ward. He had no idea.
That entire time.
So KAPS core played it real slow. and they acted like they didn't see him, and that was very smart by them. So this is going to be a nice
Very
second
smart.
dragon coming over for the side of Caps core. I don't think there's any way they can contest it because Vi is trying to just soak up XP in the midway. Ooh, that was a nice ultimate coming out of the Scion to try and keep this Darius underneath the tower. But the flash is gonna come through, and he's gonna be able to get out to safety.
Couldn't get the CC chain there, but he does get the flash. But he is caught out here. Maybe not. He's gonna be able to walk this one out for now. Darius still has his ghost up. But Vi is hovering, so I think both sides are just going to concede for now.
Jinx Rocket came down. They were hoping that the Kaiser would have stepped up so that it could have cleared the wave. But a nice hook coming out of this Nautilus. Ari dashing in with the ult. Nice charm landing. They're trying to just focus. As Killer Instinct comes in, they're turning all their focus onto this Braum. Down goes Braum. And now another hook comes through. They're trying to get to this this Azir, but he's gonna Shreemo shuffle out. But oh, he flashes so he doesn't get stunned into the wall. That was beautiful. Hold on, a nice charm coming through. The pull comes through. Oh, but then he's able to ult. He's able to ult him back, but they're gonna be able to kill him before the Skarner goes down, and that's gonna be a nice essential tower dive to be able to scoop up that kill onto the Azir.
Yeah, we're looking at Caps Core just continue to press on this lead, continue to pressure their opponents, and not really allow the carries of TUFTS to get started here.
Exactly, and I really like what's going on, but hold on. Oh, he placed the wards. He's coming down. So now this Jinx is just trying to full send it into the Kaiser, trying to get something in return. The hook goes wide, but he's underneath the tower, and the charm lands, and that's gonna be a nice little kill going over to Alex. Now with
Yeah, it looks like they keep catching TUFTS out of position in this game.
yeah, they tend to be overstaying a lot. But here comes the Braum. He's kind of out of position now. But the rest of TUFTS is going to be able to just jump on this Herald because all of Cap's core was putting all their resources into this bot lane. So it's going to be a pretty easy Herald going over to TUFTS.
Seems like all lanes are a struggle on the side of TUFTS for now. Let's see if they can just ease this game out, slow down some of the fights. So that they can continue to farm, continue to scale, get some more items, and then maybe look for a big moment or a moment where they can catch someone out. But hold on, Azir looks like he's about to get caught out himself.
That charm
You see
was just wide.
the ulti coming from the Ahri, and he gets wow. This Nautilus is really rocking the game right now. Can I just say?
No, exactly. But now the Vi is gonna get caught out. He's gonna try. He flashes over the wall. He's gonna be able to get out, and the Braum's gonna be able to slow down the Skarner. But yes, Nautilus is just carrying all the carries right now. Literally, he's putting them on his back, setting up these kills for him, and just feeding them kills left and right. But hold on, we see exactly. But
Are they gonna set up a dive here?
They're looking for a dive here.
There's a 3-man dive right here.
They're gonna let the Skarner go first so he can tank up. He has the most health. He's the tankiest. But the ultimate comes out from the Scion, but it's not gonna be enough. His passive comes out. They're gonna need a look. But the Braum comes in. A nice ultimate comes in, but here comes a nice
Emperor's Divide backwards.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful by him. So it ended up being a 1-for-1 trade, but Jinx was also able to secure that tier 1 tower in the bot lane. So honestly, that was really like an even trade for both sides.
I would say so.
Ooh,
Yeah, that
Jinx
was
able to get out.
not the worst play that could have happened on the side of TUFTS. I think they did the most of what they had for sure.
Exactly, and I really like how they really neutralized what they could. But I want to turn your attention now. We're 17 minutes into the game, and a lot of everyone basically has their first items. I really like the Heartsteel coming out of the Skarner. I think it's a beautiful item. But the Triforce on Vi, I understand why he's building it. For the movement speed and the Sheen prop. So it's a little extra damage, but I feel like he needs to try and go tanky from this point on. He needs to be a frontline menace that he just can't die when he goes in.
We do see the Ruby Crystal on him, so maybe he's going for I would think maybe like Sterix.
Oh, that would probably be a very good pick for him. Be able to give him that shield, stay up a little lot.
Sterix, Shojin, or Sundara maybe.
I think the Sterix would be a nice build, but we have to wait to see. But Azir, pretty basic, coming out with the Nashor's Tooth. We have 20 seconds until this third dragon spawns. We see both teams really posturing for it.
This is gonna be a huge fight.
I really feel like even though they have Cap Score has a nice lead right now, this is really gonna decide which way this game goes. The hook comes in, Ember's
Azir
Divide,
getting
pushing
hooked.
everybody back. Look, Darius is looking, gets a nice pull onto one. Now, oh, that's a massive ult coming up from the Scion. Now everyone's turning their attention. Jinx is just free firing in the back line, but TUFTS is just, their health bars are going down left and right, and everyone's still
Not
alive
enough
on the
damage.
side of Cap's Core, and that's going to be an ace for Cap's Core, and they're going to be able to secure this third dragon. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that's game defining there.
That was beautiful. And while they take this drag, we're gonna go ahead and take a look back at this team fight. The Scion, he was trying to create the space. He was trying to do the best that he could. But the hook lands onto the Azir, and he had to burn his ult too fast, and he literally got dropped immediately in that team fight. So it turned into a 5v4. But even though they had nice engage coming out of the side of TUFTS, it just wasn't enough because the front line was just too strong for the side of Cap's Core, and they were able to just wipe them completely. And the carries were able to just free fire from the back line completely uncontested.
Yeah, Jinx is going into Runans now. It's gonna take like one or two more items on top of Runans before she starts dealing damage. Like she needs the IE and she needs the LDR. This Skarner is already almost finished with his. That looks like a Randuin's Omen he's buying. Yeah, this is gonna be a real
nice
tough game
hook
for TUFTS.
landing onto the Vi. Vi's getting stunned into the wall. These heart steel procs are just coming out left and right. They're doing so much damage. And people tend to forget that these heart steel procs do a lot of damage to you. But still, this Nautilus.
What can TUFTS do to squeak this game out? What do you think? How can they win?
Honestly, hold on. A nice hook comes through.
Oh,
the
my.
Skarner's going to land a nice stun onto the Vi. They're turning all their attention onto the Vi, but that shield out of the Braum just wasn't enough. They're trying to get out. Ooh, the ult goes wide from the Skarner.
Misses.
Yeah, that was a nice little miss out of the Skarner because that kept TUFTS alive. But we're looking at a 20-minute Baron. They opt not to do it. They're going back to the mid lane. But to answer your question, while we have the opportunity, the only way. Hold on.
Another Nautilus hook.
These hooks are just landing left and right. Stand behind me, coming through to be able to save this Braum.
It's just the story of the game. A Nautilus hook lands and someone on TUFTS dies.
Man, hey, look, if Nautilus is playing like this, hold on, Jinx is in the Herald.
Herald.
Oh, he jumps out behind. He had a flash. He had to burn his flash.
He's out for now, but he's gonna need that flash, especially with the Baron up.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the Emperor's divided backwards into the turret. Nautilus is gonna fall here. Jinx is gonna get excited. We got a fight with Darius. Darius just got his R. He's getting the reset. He's got the stacks on Scion. He's putting the stacks on Jinx now.
Jinx excited.
Darius is finally gonna fall. Jinx is excited again. Is she gonna go for this next kill on the Ahri under the tower? No, she's not. She is gonna press this tower down though with Azir. This is exactly what TUFTS needed. Just oh my god.
That was a beautiful Q coming out of the
Just
side
a little too far
Ahri.
forward on the Azir. And he gets caught by the Ahri Q.
Ooh. You know, now looking at that, this Ahri is 7-1 and he has Storm Surge, and that was what really kind of did it. But while we have the opportunity, let's run that back real quick. The fight starts off with the Jinx having to flash because he mispositioned using this Herald, and you know when the Herald hits the wall, it's terrible. But the Emperor's Divide was just enough to be able to separate the support from the rest of the team, getting this Jinx excited, and then the rest of the front line for the side of TUFTS was enough to be able to really make the space and do everything they needed to do, giving them the opportunity to really come ahead in this team fight. But jumping back into live, we have both teams prepping this Baron.
What do you want to see out of TUFTS?
Right now, what I want to see out of TUFTS, I want to see them look for a pick. I want to see them find a pick. If they can find a pick and really keep the team of Cap's Core away with an Emperor's Divide, they can really turn the tables and get this Jinx excited, and really kind of steamroll over the team fight. I think if this Jinx gets excited, it can really turn the tide of the team fight because these extremely fast auto attacks, especially with the range of rockets, and this Phantom Dancer, Lethal Tempo, and this Phantom Dancer, I think the Jinx has everything he needs to be able to really kind of run over these team fights as long as he's able to have the space created by his front line. So it really goes back to what we were saying: protect the Jinx comp.
I just really don't want to see any more Tough Seed members overextending.
Ooh, that was a nice hook over the
Oh,
wall.
yeah.
They saw him by the Oracle. And now that's going to be one going
Wow.
down for the side of Tough C. But a huge flash coming out from the Darius,
Oh.
able to hit a 4-man Q. This bleed is just coming through, and that's just going to be enough. And the rest of KAPS core is going to be able to clean up everybody. The jumps coming, the ultimate coming through. The Emperor's Divide trying to press back Alex. But that's going to be a massive double kill coming over to the side of Kai'Sa. And that was just a beautiful, beautiful fight from start to finish. And we're going to run that back real quick. Now look, it all starts off with this hook over the wall, and all of KAPS core is able to just completely annihilate the Scion. Even though Scion goes into passive, it's not enough, but that flash forward from Darius was enough with this bleed to just completely take over the team fight. And Ari was able to just continue to proc his ultimate and get these resets on his stacks, and was able to get out from all of that. But jumping back into live right now, we see KAPS core being able to secure this Baron.
Yeah, Cap Score is just so good about capitalizing on enemy position. They're just so quick with it. You know, these Nautilus hooks, this Darius hook over the wall. He immediately sees him, a sliver of him with the Oracle, and just able to capitalize so quickly on that.
Yeah, it was just, yeah. Everyone on the side of KAPS core is playing phenomenal this game. But right now we see everyone posturing for this dragon. Tough C is starting it off. Brahm's gonna try and create this space, but they're gonna try and burn this down. If they don't burn it before that is gonna go over. But here the fight starts. Now everyone, the Vi gets pulled back. Now everyone's trying to focus their attention onto the front line, and they're just the Skarner was creating the space, but here comes the Ari with a beautiful charm coming onto that Azir, and he's just gonna continue to jump forward, and this is gonna be able to help the side of KAPS core just be able to really push the lanes and start trying to break open this base.
They got the Baron. They don't have the waves push except for mid lane. They're a little far from top lane. They can make it there, but Sion is going to be able to answer that quickly. He's going to push the lane out so that they don't have an opportunity for that tier 2 in top. It's looking like he's not going to be able to, though, as they're a little too close to mid. They're going to knock this mid tower down. Not really much that they can do about it. Are they going to try to defend the inhib? I would just let it go.
Yeah, they gotta let that go. They just need to play safe, because if they give up any kills right now, it can be GG for them.
That's going to be the game. Yep.
Yeah, they cannot get caught out, but we see all of KAPS core rotating to the top side because that's where their wave is at. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Darius is solo pushing. That's a nice charm coming through.
Azir.
Emperor's Divide's the
Azir.
wrong way. It's not going to be able to get anything. That's going to be a massive kill coming out for the Skarner onto the
not
Azir.
biased.
And then he gets caught out with the rest of the team gets caught out by the Skarner ult, and the fight starts. Braum trying to slow everybody down, trying to get these procs off, but that's going to be a dead Vi, and then Braum goes down following that. Now Sion's just trying to just create that space, but that's not going to be enough. That's going to be a double kill coming out for the side of the Ari. And now I think this is GG here. I don't think they can do anything. Jinx is the only one up alive.
Nope.
That was just a beautiful, beautiful team fight coming out from the side of KAPS core. They took their lead. They took everything that they had going on, and it was just a beautiful game out of both teams. It really was going a back and forth for both sides, but
KAPS core put on a clinic.
They put on once they got that team fight rolling for them, they were able to just continuously to snowball everything, and this Nautilus was the one that really kind of set everything up for them. But this is the end of game one. Remember to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and we're gonna see y'all in game two.